real quick, guys. Katie and I went into a Pottery Barn Kids today, and because I just like I like baby shit. Like, I mean, I like walking in there, and so we walked in there, and the lady came up to us, and she was like, "Can I help you with anything? Are you looking for anything specific?" And we go, "No, we're just looking around." She goes, "Are you sure?" And she looks at my stomach, and I was kind of bloated, like, you know, and I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So it's kind of strange, and the whole idea of random saleswoman thinking I was pregnant kind of got me thinking about a poem I wrote a while ago, and so I'm gonna read this. It's called "To My Future Son." To my future son, I am going to teach you your alphabet around 15 months old. A is for apple, B is for banana, C is for cat, D is for don't. Quit pulling her hair, that's not nice, now go apologize. Then I'll teach you, I'm sorry. And the void of meaning the phrase has unless it's attached to a promise, and the fact that I'm sorry cannot be used for everything. But that will come later when you're not so preoccupied with blonde stringy stuff that is growing out of that girl's head. Now let go. I'll teach you, please. Now please be good while mommy's gone. Mommy loves you. Thank you. Thank you for teaching me what it feels like to be a mother. You are what I looked forward to when I was a teenager. You were my dream. Yes. Yes, you can go play in the rain, but wait for me, and no. And when I say no, you can't shove your crayons in the VCR, I mean no. And that was not supposed to be some kind of ugly pun. When I was 18, I realized that up until 20 minutes behind a merchandise booth at a concert, I had forgotten how to say no. Because no was not allowed. No was obsolete. No had been taken away from me by the ones who told me that they loved me, but I said no. And I will teach you the meaning of no. All children go through a phase when they learn the true power of the two-letter word, and they mistakenly learn to say no to everything, even if they mean yes. So when a toddler wants chicken nuggets for dinner and says no when you ask them if they do, that is literally the only time that no will mean yes. And I'd like to think that people would grow out of that. To my future son, what if you had been his? What if your eyes were the same bloody car crash to destroy my chain link barricades? What if I was too weak to be able to raise you like I promised you that I would? What if you were a product of my abuse? Would you remind me of his face when I was so sure that I had forgotten what it looked like? Would I have to face him every single day in your eyes? No. That's impossible. That's bullshit. Sweetheart, you could never be a memory. You are not my trauma, not my tragedy. You are my miracle. And as long as I have the strength to shed light, you will be the light that I shed. Because cruelty is not genetic. It is taught in schools and in someone else's kitchen at the bottom of about 8 or 9 cans of beer. Any son of mine will go to sleep at night wrapped around my lullabies and different stories, because fairy tales were originally violent. But if you're curious, I'll let you read Sleeping Beauty when you're old enough. And when you do, I want you to remember your mother. To my future son, when you turn 15, I'll teach you your alphabet again. A is for your awkward stage, the awkward talk we'll have to have, your awkward attempt to ask someone out on a date, your awkward swagger, and my awkward attempts to hug you when you don't want to be seen with me in public. B. B is for be kind-hearted, be respectful, never forget to be yourself, and always remember that you'll always be my son. And remember your mother when I say C is for consent. D is for don't, E is for ever, T is for touch, S is for someone, W is for without their consent. Don't ever touch someone without their consent. Because being a gentleman doesn't just mean opening the door for someone, it means treating others like they are human, just like you. Yeah. To my future son. Yeah. What if you had found out how broken I had been at 18? What if you had found me awake at 3 o'clock in the morning for reasons other than having to pee? What if you knew that my memories kept me up at night? What if you found me at the kitchen table wishing I could burn the internet articles that could never be lost, the threats, the name-calling, the shaming? What if you found me clutching at my thighs and wanting to rip them away until I exposed my femurs? I want you to remember your mother. When you fall in love for the first time, when your first love makes your head spin and your hips buck, I want you to remember what no means. Because being a gentleman doesn't just mean pulling your date's chair out for her. It means reserving a spot for her in bed next to you. And I want you to know what yes feels like. When sparks fly and the sky turns to fire, I want you to remember that being let in is much different than forcing your way in. And knowing that sets you apart. Any son of mine will be set apart. To my future son, and to yours. Teach him the alphabet more than once, because chances are that A, B, C, D will stand for different things every time you teach them, but when the time is right, C had better mean the same thing that it meant for you. When you raise your child, I want you to remember your mother and to never forget your ABCs. Thank you.